nature of the Great Seal is so mysterious that some believe that it came from a supernatural force. An account recorded by Dr. Robert Hieronymus in his book, Founding Fathers' Secret Societies, says that the Great Seal was given to Thomas Jefferson by a mysterious cloaked figure. The account reads that Jefferson told a strange story. A man approached him wearing a black cloak that practically covered him, face and all, and told him that he, the strange visitor, knew they were trying to devise a seal, and that he had a design which was appropriate and meaningful.
Jefferson, of course, looked at it, according to this story, and said, "This is it. This is it." He knew it was it, and it was right. So he supposedly came running back into whatever, whether it was a tent or whatever it was, and he showed it to other individuals, and he told them about, they met this person outside. Of course, they went outside to go to find the guy, and he's gone. So supposedly we'll never find out who designed the Great Seal of the United States.
While Dr. Hieronymus admits that he is skeptical about such stories, there are others who claim to believe them to this day. Perhaps it has something to do with John Adams, who was on the first seal committee with Thomas Jefferson. According to the written account, John Adams was there when this bizarre event took place. Oddly enough, the Adams Memorial in Washington, D.C. is adorned with this mysterious cloaked figure. Perhaps it's just a coincidence.
The American $1 bill is full of magical symbolism. Many people know about the magical significance of the design of the Great Seal of the United States, yet they only know half the truth. We have been told that the seal of the United States is merely a coat of arms, or what is called a layman in magic. It is true that the Great Seal is a layman or coat of arms that represents uniting the original 13 colonies into one country. Yet it is more than just a layman. The coat of arms is only half the story, albeit the only story you know. Let's look at the major magical symbolism found on the $1 bill. Looking at the obverse or front side of the $1 bill, our eyes land directly on the image of George Washington, and we are immediately reminded of his Masonic heritage. George is framed by the Greek letter Omega. The Omega on the $1 bill is a direct reference to God. Omega is the end of an old way of life for the start of a new, better way. On the square on the Treasury Department seal, there are 13 pentagram stars. The most frequently used symbolic reference found on the $1 bill is to the number 13. Through the Hebrew system of Gematria, letters are broken down into numbers. The words love and unity both equate to the number 13. Found on the reverse or back side of the $1 bill is a wealth of highly significant magical symbolism used in Western Kabbalistic ceremonial magic. On the center of the bill is the only English phrase used on the reverse side. It reads, "In God we trust." "In God we trust" came from a hymn or invocation to the American people by Aleister Crowley. It is an invocation to manifest the new aeon or age and drive America and the world into independence. The real magic takes place on the Great Seal of the United States. On the obverse side of the Great Seal, there are
13 stars above the eagle's head, 13 stripes in the shield, 13 leaves on the olive branch, 13 arrows in the eagle's talon, and then 13 letters in the phrase E pluribus unum, which makes for 2 points on either side of the eagle's head, for the 6 points total of the hexagram.
Furthermore, the 13 pentagram stars are united into one hexagram star, symbolizing unity of man or woman with the universe, the unity of the macrocosm and the microcosm. As above, so below. As below, so above. A pentagram represents the microcosm, which is related to a human. A hexagram represents the universe. When a hexagram is superimposed over the pyramid, the letters A, S, M, O, and N are connected. Looking at the reverse of the seal, we are again bombarded with 13. There are 13 letters in the phrase Annuit Coeptis, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 steps in the pyramid. The truncated pyramid with a capstone floating above is also a symbolic merging of the microcosm and the macrocosm. The base of the pyramid represents the microcosm, or human, and the eye in the capstone represents the macrocosm, or universe. The same eye is found on statues of Buddha as his third eye. This is the eye of Horus, the all-seeing celestial eye. The pyramid is a representation of a person sitting in meditation. The capstone or keystone represents the brain. A capstone united with the truncated pyramid to make a complete pyramid represents uniting with one's pineal gland.
And of course, many of the people who are into the New Age are into astral projection and in contact with these spirit beings, and there really are spirit beings out there. They refer to them as the Masters of Wisdom, or the Great White Brotherhood, or the Enlightened Ones, and they believe that they are guiding society. These are actually demonic forces and demonic beings, and of course they can materialize and disappear. The average individual says, oh, that can't be true. And yet it is true. And when you talk to the people who are dealing with this, they come in contact with this many times. They have accessed this other dimension, which is truly a demonic dimension.
Opening your third eye is what this book is all about.